this right here, trailing, this is rejecting the offer. I'm not gonna try. Right there.
Is this on the first president?
Yep.
It's mandatory, right?
It's not mandatory.
If you want to go to trial and not accept a plea agreement, then listen to your attorney and do what he's telling you to do.
Okay, so basically it's completely off the table right now.
All right, pause right there. This is a critical turning point. When a judge makes it clear that a plea deal is off the table, things get very real, very fast. Trials mean uncertainty, higher risk, and often much harsher consequences. Backhand index pointing right question for you. If you were in his position, would you risk a trial or take the deal while it's still there?
Please.
Yeah.
Right there. And there.
What's all this?
Defamation, man. They've been gaslighting me for 5 weeks straight. Been doing my best to get to the population going on and try to stay out of trouble. They all look on the microphone.
All right, this is, stop talking. This is clause numbers 24 DCCR 1500, 24 DCCR 1614, 1615, 25 DCCR 0436, and you're Traylon Hill. And Mr. Hill's charged, let me go through this, in cause number, the first one, 1500, with obstruction or retaliation. Do not do that again.
My apologies.
Who's in here for him?
My grandmother.
All right. Ma'am, can you move over to that back corner so that he cannot see you and be distracted? Thank you for being here.
This is where courtroom behavior starts to matter just as much as the charges. Judges pay close attention to attitude, accountability, and consistency. Right now, instead of taking responsibility, he's shifting blame, and that almost never goes well. Balance scale in legal terms, this can seriously damage credibility, especially if this ends up in front of a jury.
Mr. Hill, you just don't know how to behave, do you?
I apologize.
Saying you're sorry doesn't matter. This is nonsense. Since we were here last time, I don't even know how many more pages of the nonsense that you've been doing in our jail.
It's gaslighting. It's solicitation.
Okay.
And I've been trying my best to stay out the way. I've been getting bullied over the microphone. I have inmates there encouraging the inmates to harass me, calling me punks, alpha, profit, plenty of things. Gangster player, mad,
Yeah.
mortar. Man, I'm just trying my best to stay out the way.
Okay.
I got a job, I got a home, an actual home. I don't stay in apartments or anything like that. My mama actually owns rent houses. And you know what I'm saying, I'm actually trying to take care of the family business, and my dad's 76 years old.
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to stay out the way.
Well, it doesn't look like you are.
Yeah, it's tough in that facility. It's a war zone.
So one of the time you're running back and forth, playing like a little kid in the day room.
I work out.
Who made you do that?
I'm a boxer. I work out.
Are you allowed to do that in the jail?
In the rec room? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so are you allowed to do it in the other room?
I have a one-man cell in the facility.
Are you allowed to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
You are?
I'm not running freely throughout the facility or anything like
Uh-huh.
that, but I do work out a lot every day.
So who made you dash the floor with water?
Everyone in that facility has a water
Who
bottle.
made you dash the floor with water?
I'm not the only one. No, that was
Listen
me.
to my question.
No one did.
No, but you did it on your own,
Yeah, but
right?
it wasn't
Nobody's
okay.
stop talking when I'm talking. I'm going to ask you some yes or no questions.
Okay.
So nobody's making you do those things, right? Nobody bullied you into dashing water, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on a second. What about why do you continue to make comments to the female officers out there? Why do you think that's okay after you've been told not to do that?
Sitting in the cell all day long, man. When I see them women, I get deferred. I'm a little bored. I admit that.
You're a lover boy?
Yes, ma'am.
So you understand that part of all of this trouble and you not being able to get your cases worked out is because you can't follow that rule.
Yeah,
Let's break this down. These are not minor charges. We're talking about multiple felonies, each carrying serious prison time. When stacked together, the risk becomes massive. And here's the key. Once a jury hears about behavior inside jail, it can influence how they see everything else. Backhand index pointing right, do you think his attitude helps his case, or completely destroys it?
Did somebody bully you into being that way to those officers?
in a manner, you know what I'm saying? When
Oh, yeah?
I'm dealing with these stressful inmates, you know what I'm saying? I love to be around
Okay.
my mama boy.
Judge, based on his Sunday night activity, I'm pretty sure there'll be a new case coming.
Yeah.
I've got a call into the investigator for the sheriff's department to find out
Okay.
when they'll bring that over. But I would ask them to go ahead and set these in for trial.
And we've already talked before about the fact that everything that's happening, a jury is going to know about all that. You understand that? Okay. And do you think that's going to help you or hurt you when a jury hears how you're behaving in the jail?
When it comes down to video footage and how I explain it, I think my efforts will be pretty good.
You think so?
Yes, ma'am.
You think, let's go through real quick before we do this rejection. And cause number 241500, you're charged with obstruction or retaliation. Is that a third
That is a third
degree felony, which means if you're found guilty, the range of punishment is between 2 years and up to 10 years. Do you understand? And cause number 24 DCCR 1614, you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And second degree felony offense, which means the punishment range is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison if you're found guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And cause number 24 DCCR 1615, you're charged with aggravated robbery, which is a first degree felony, which means if you're found guilty, the range of punishment is a minimum 5 years up to life in prison. Do you understand? And then in 250436, you're charged with burglary of a habitation, which is a second degree felony. The punishment range in that is between 2 years and up to 20 years if you're found guilty. Do you understand?
Correct.
I have here on the computer a plea bargain rejection that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 10-year term in prison on a lesser offense of robbery.
Of robbery and dismissal of the other charges.
You have every right to reject that.
It was an excellent deal, but
That's fine. I just want you to know that after today, I will accept no plea agreements. A jury is going to decide, because I don't know that I even agree with this. So today's the day. If you want to take it, fine. If not, you're going to trial. A jury will decide if you're guilty or not. And then if you are found guilty, that jury will determine what your punishment is. And is that what you want to do?
are all these charges going to be on one trial?
They don't necessarily have to be, because you've
Your
got
Honor,
3 different dates.
Your Honor, the robbery and aggravated assault are the same offense day. I'd expect to try them together.
Okay, so what can happen is you will, sounds like the aggravated assault and the aggravated robbery will be tried together.
Yes, ma'am.
It's important that you understand also, if you're found guilty on those, then the state can also try you later on one or both of the other cases. If you're found guilty on those, because the offense dates are different dates, there is the possibility that any sentence that a jury gives you could be stacked or run consecutively. Do you understand?
This right here is the moment many defendants regret later. The judge has clearly explained stacked sentences, which means penalties don't overlap, they add up. So instead of one sentence, it could turn into decades. Direct hit final thought. He had a deal on the table earlier, now it's gone. Do you think he just made the biggest mistake of his life?
Okay. All right, we'll get it set for trial. Go back with the bailiff. Good luck, Mr. Burbank.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't know that I've ever been so mad at a defendant. Can't help it. Kevin Ross, Mr. Burbank.
I mean,
in Ross?
Yeah. It's gonna keep on getting worse because the jury's gonna. And there's no paperwork on Mr. Ross, right?
I do have a bond request.
Oh,